I was recently in New York City, and as always, I kept my eyes peeled for trademarks. Even the conference I was at featured some registered trademarks. This logo is the International Trademark Association's registered trademark. You could find I Heart NY stores and shirts all over Manhattan. I asked my followers, which is the more iconic New York City trademark? I Heart NY or the NY Yankees? I was immediately corrected by several people that the NY Mets logo is the most iconic. My bad, I didn't know. What do you think? Leave comments below. I headed to Wall Street to check out some of the landmarks like Charging Bull. There were two parts of this bull that a lot of people took pictures with, the horns and, well, let's keep this PG. Of course, I had to walk past the New York Stock Exchange. Did you know that the New York Stock Exchange has several registered trademarks? The building facade itself is a registered trademark. The Securities Exchange trading floor is a registered trademark as well. There's also this registered trademark, but what is it? A sculpture? A logo? A photograph? Seems like it's overly specific. I was not there for the ringing of the closing bell, but the term "the closing bell" is a registered trademark. There's also a registered sound mark described as the sound of a brass bell tuned to D, but with a D short overtone struck 9 times at a fast pace, with the last tone let to resonate until the sound decays naturally. As you probably know, Times Square is a sensory overload of trademarks. There are a lot of well-known businesses being advertised or with storefronts throughout Times Square. I like the jumbo chicken finger with cane sauce at Raising Cane's. I enjoyed eating at Gordon Ramsay Fish and Chips, which was quite tasty. The fish with the Union Jack was a pretty cool logo, and it's a registered trademark. Food that I did not have but wanted to try based on its branding was Pink Taco. You can also see some trademarks on delivery trucks that go by, such as this WB Mason truck. One of the surprise trademark registrations in New York City was NYPD. It's interesting to me that the city of New York profits off of the descriptive name of the elite police force. Walking past the Rockefeller Center, you'll notice some of NBC's trademarks, including the peacock. I noticed their neat trademark for the observatory, top of the rock. Well done. Nearby is St. Patrick's Cathedral, which is fitting because my visit was in March. I also walked past Radio City Music Hall, which has a registered trademark for its famous marquee. An important part of any visit to New York City is to the footprint of the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, which are now fountains for remembrance and reflection. Nearby is the National September 11th Memorial and Museum at the World Trade Center. Going to a conference requires some good coffee, right? I found some delicious coffee that also had great branding. Gregory Coffee had a logo with eyeglasses made of coffee mugs. And they had the cool slogan, "See Coffee Differently." Gregory Coffee protects their branding through registered trademarks. Going back to my hotel room in the evenings, I enjoyed David's Cookies, which also had a great slogan that's a registered trademark. A bite above the rest. I stopped by the Lego store and found out that I can create my own minifigure. The 3D minifigure is a registered trademark owned by Lego, as is the yellow head. I was able to create a minifig with a purple shirt and my registered trademark. Trademarks are fun. On the back it says Lego Store 5th Avenue. As accessories, I selected a 3-cornered hat with the wig, which I thought was funny because some jurisdictions still require lawyers to wear powdered wigs. I also selected a sword because I enjoy The Legend of Zelda. It also came with the custom brick that says Todd on one side and Lego New York on the other side. Getting around New York City also requires some transportation. The yellow cab showed up at the Lego store, driving around town, and as toys in the windows. I saw an awesome colored teal Tesla driving around and I took a picture because I liked the color of the wrap. I saw a brand on it, Rebel, and looked it up, and lo and behold, it's an electric car rideshare company. The neat color isn't an accident either, as they have pending applications for the Pantone 306C color as applied to charging stations and rental of vehicles. The branding worked because I decided to book a Revel EV instead of one of the more well-known rideshare apps. The driver was great, and seeing the views through the glass roof of the Tesla was a nice bonus. I was really surprised how much I enjoyed my visit to New York City, but I'm not surprised at all that trademarks are fun.